bitch. Is that better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better?
Hey, bitches. Welcome back to another episode of Bitches Better Love Island USA edition. I'm your host, Raven, and I gotta tell y'all, I went into this episode excited until I saw that it was an hour and 20 minutes long. If you're new here, you need to know that I hate supersized episodes. I don't care how much I love the show. I need consistency, okay? Make all of the episodes the same length, and they never need to be over an hour. I know the premiere is always going to be 2 hours, and I hate that, but that's just the way it is, right? But you got the nerve to come on at 9 o'clock p.m. and have the episodes be longer than 45 minutes? No, I'll even accept the full hour, but anything over that is ridiculous. And if you insist on these long episodes, put them out at 8 o'clock, not 9 o'clock. And yes, I know they technically show up on Peacock at like 8:35 or something like that, but I don't care. Make 8 o'clock the premiere time. Should I start a petition? I just might. Okay, let's get into the episode. So last episode, Mel was all pissed off at Bea and marching around the villa saying, "Give me 10, give me 10, give me 10." So Anaya is trying to calm her down and she's so upset. She's crying because she's so mad. And she's like, "You ever been so mad you just cry because you can't react the way that you fully want to?" And I said, "Well, yes." Relatable content. Oh, also, it was brought to my attention that Mel is a Scorpio. Mm. And that makes sense. And I don't love it because I too am a Scorpio. So I don't really want to claim her, but like, I get it. I see it. Whatever. So Trinity and Bea are still talking, and Trinity is like, I see both sides. And Bea's like, well, I don't. It's like, yeah, we know. We know. So, Trinity's trying to explain to her why Mel didn't receive what she was saying very well. And she's like, you're just like not as close to her. So it coming from you is a little weird. And Bea, she don't care. She's like, oh, so she's blunt when she wants to be, but she can't handle it when someone else is. And I said, well, you do have a point there. And that is often the case, isn't it? So anyway, Bea's like, whatever, I don't care. I wanted her to take accountability. She did, and that's that, and it's done. So then we have Sean talking to Bryce, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna be pulling Trinity for chats. I just wanted to let you know. And Bryce was like, okay, cool. I don't mind. Yeah, because you don't like her. And she doesn't like you, but they're still pretending. And he's like, oh, our relationship even like reached new levels today, but there's just so many ups and downs. And I'm just like, oh, brother, give it up, delicious. Please. Then we have Kenzie and Corbin in soul ties. And Kenzie is like, so what's your type? And he's like, you. No surprise there, to be honest. I totally believe that. And this is what she has been waiting to hear. Okay, it's music to her ears, especially after the Zach thing. Like, that is going to haunt her forever. And I do mean forever. It doesn't matter how many guys are like, yeah, you're exactly my type. She's still going to be like, I cannot believe this man said that he doesn't like blondes, even though I'm not even a natural blonde, but who cares, right? So they're talking, and Corbin's like, I don't remember our kiss from earlier. I need to be reminded. And I said, ew. And y'all know I think it is so whack when they ask for a reminder or a do-over of a kiss from a challenge. If you want to kiss somebody, set the scene without being a loser about it and kiss them. Grow up. But this works for Kenzie, of course. So, they start making out. And I said, oh, okay, then maybe he's not automatically going to go for Mel like I originally thought. But I don't know why I thought that because the only person we saw him talk to one on one last episode was Mel. So I was jumping to conclusions, and that's my fault. My God. And then here goes Kenzie talking about Corbin's the only one there that turns her on. And I said, see, I told you she wasn't into Sean like that, and she was just doing shit to pass the time. And I don't like that. I don't like that she's doing it. I don't like that Sean's doing it. I don't like that Trinity and Bryce are doing it. Cut the shit. Say you don't like them and then carry on. Like everyone is wasting time that they don't have in here. And it's very weird to me. Meanwhile, Mel is still sobbing, and Sincere pulls her to see what's going on, and Mel is like, I just need you to listen to me as a friend. Oh, ouch. I said, twist the knife, why don't you? You're already just like drooling over this new man, and now Sincere comes over and you're like, can you just like talk to me as a friend right now? Whoa, okay. So she tells him about what happened with Bea and the girls, and he was like, oh, so basically Bea was speaking for Kenzie, and Kenzie didn't even say nothing about it herself. Got it. So, are you trying to get to know this man or what? He does not give a shit about what happened with those girls. He just needed to hear about the Corbin of it all. And he got his answer. She was like, yeah, so now everything is all out there and they know what their intentions are and they seem to be in a good place now. Now. Then Kata pulls Corbin for a chat and she's like, yeah, I'm with Zach, but I'm open. And then he pulls the same shit he just did with Kenzie. He's like, I don't remember our kiss. It was so long ago. Can I get another one now so I can be reminded? I said, oh, brother, this guy stinks. He is a loser. Corbin is a loser. Like, he's just going to make his rounds with all the girls saying the same exact thing. Gross. Thank God Kata was like, no, no, you can't get a kiss yet. And I said, yes, reject his ass. And then he does something that annoys me so bad. He's like, well, why not? Bitch, because I said no. I don't have to explain it. I don't want to. And she's like, are you asking all the other girls for kisses? Good question. And then he lies. No surprise there. And he's like, no. And she's like, well, why do you want another one then? He's like, so I can remember what I got earlier on today. Okay, well, you better go take some B12 or whatever the fuck it is that you're supposed to take to help you remember stuff. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand how these men, or even sometimes the girls do it, they go around the villa doing stuff and then they lie and they think it's not going to get back to the person that they lied to, right? All we do is sit around here and talk all fucking day. It's going to get back to the people. Why are you lying, idiot? So he's like, oh, am I going to stir some shit up? Is that why you don't want to? Like, we're away from everyone. It's fine. And she was like, no, we need to get to know each other better. I'm not just going to kiss you because you want to. And I gotta tell you, I want to see this man get rejected more because I feel like it doesn't happen very often. And like I said before, like he's not even all that. Like he's just not, right? So more rejection, please. He needs to be humbled. Ugh. So then Trinity pulls Corbin for a chat. It's the girls are like, we got to talk to Corbin. So when she's talking to him, he says that he has a brother and a sister. So for me, that confirms that this is indeed one of Larsa's kids. And I'm glad. I'm glad we could clear that up. So then Anaya pulls him shortly after Trinity did, it seems like. Honestly, nothing to report from that conversation. He didn't really seem into it with either one of them. And that's something, right? So then Sean finally pulls Trinity for a chat, and I'm like, okay, let's get this going. You have wasted so much time fucking around with Kenzie, and you haven't had any other chats. Y'all know Sean is my man, but he's been moving like someone that isn't single and vulnerable, and that's odd to me. So Trinity is like, I do want to get to know you and like see what's going on. But at the same time, I know Kenzie is vulnerable and y'all have something going on. So I don't want to like take away her chance at something. Girl, fuck Kenzie. She would not be giving you the same consideration. I just know it. Also, this is Love Island. You got to put yourself first. Do you want to get dumped? I mean, as long as you tell her, hey, I'm into Sean, I'm going to have some chats with him, that's good enough. Like, also, Kenzie doesn't even like him. So there's that. Oh my God. And speaking of Sean and Kenzie, before they went to bed, he told her that he didn't like that she skipped over Zach in the challenge. And, that was kind of a turn off. And I don't really get that. I feel like if anything, it would be the fact that she like won't even hear him out and have a conversation, you know? But whatever, who cares? Kenzie didn't seem to care. She's like, well, I'm not I'm not fucking with him. I don't know what to tell you. So the next morning, Corbin is like, hey ladies, I'm not making breakfast for everyone, but here's a fruit platter for y'all to share. I hate this guy. he's worse than sincere to me. I'm like, you know what? Maybe sincere isn't so bad. Also, I think I figured out why I don't trust sincere. He reminds me of my high school boyfriend. He looks like him, the hair, like it's just there. And if y'all have not heard the story about that, I mean, we'll talk about it another time, but he's not to be trusted, basically. Very cute though, very attractive guy. Now, Kenzie and Anaya are talking, and she's like, "Yeah, I have so many options, and I'm liking a lot of them." What? Kenzie, you just said yesterday that you don't like anyone. Now Corbin comes in and you decide you like him and Sean and Gabe again? Give me a break. This girl is getting on my nerves. So she's like, "Yeah, my chat with Corbin was so good." And Anaya's like, "Okay, well, he's giving fuck boy. And just so you know, after he kissed you, he was begging Kata for kisses. So now she's singing a different tune and she's like, "Oh, Sean is just so great. And he makes me feel secure and heard." And I'm like, "Oh my God. I hate this. I don't want them together. I don't. I'm sorry." So then Anaya is leading a meditation class. And this is something I did not need to see. If this was Love Island UK, this whole thing would be included on unseen bits. Because what am I looking at? And then they have the nerve to make this episode an hour and 20 minutes. Don't piss me off. And then here goes Kenzie doing the splits again. I just said on Black After Sun with Kaya that Kenzie was going to work my nerves with these splits. And look at her. Look at her. Side note, go check out Black After Sun. It's only on YouTube though, so you got to go over there to listen and watch. It's a lot of fun. We just chat about what happened throughout the week on Love Island USA and UK. And Kaya also tells me about the like big internet stuff that I missed because I'm taking a break from it while, Love Island is on because people are too crazy. It's a really good time, and we're going to be doing it every Sunday, just like last year. So make sure you tune into that. I will put the link in the show notes. Okay, so we have Kenzie and Corbin talking again, and she brings up the fact that he was begging Kata to kiss him right after they were making out. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm upset about that." No, you're not. And he's like, "My bad. Like I was just moving too fast. Does that ruin our connection?" And she's like, "No, it just makes me feel closer to Sean because he makes me feel protected. And I just want to feel like a gazelle and the lion is chasing me a little bit." And I said, Kenzie, oh my God, stop saying that. The lion is not chasing the gazelle to protect it. It's going to eat it. Why isn't anyone telling her this? She has got to stop with this lion and gazelle shit. Oh my God. Oh, so then she said she feels like Corbin is a big tree and she's a squirrel in a nest. And Kenzie, what are you talking about, sweetie? She just be saying shit and doing shit. And she loves animals, I'm guessing. Oh, so then we have Bea. She pulls Mel for a chat because she doesn't want any tension. And she was like, "Hey, I meant what I said." But my delivery was not great. And then Mel was like, "Yeah." And I apologized immediately. And Bea was like, "Yeah, I was just thinking about Kenzie and Trinity. Like, that's all." And Mel was like, "No, I get it. We're both blunt. It's fine. Let's move on. It doesn't need to be a thing." So then the conversation got a little weird because Mel was like, "I'm so jealous that I'm not like athletic like you. You could have so much fun with the boys." And I felt dumb because I didn't know what she meant by that. Like what kind of fun could she have with them that you can't? Like she's gonna play football with them or something? Like somebody help me out here. Like, yeah, I don't know. And she also said something like, you know, you have something else that you can relate to them on or something, and that they get bored of like just pretty or something. It was very weird, and it made me look at Mel weird because I'm like, what are you getting at? What are you getting at? I don't like this. So yeah, then Bea was like, no, they don't want that. Like they'll see me as one of them, and I feel like I have to be more feminine and stuff. And I hate that she feels that way. Like I get it, but I hate it, and I wish that she could just act like and just like present herself the way that she wants to and feels totally comfortable with, you know? But aside from that little weird bit with Mel, it was a nice conversation and like they seemed to be good again. So that's good. So Mel's talking to Corbin again, and she tells him that the girls were mad at her because she pulled him first, which is very annoying for a couple of reasons. One, why would you tell him that and like blow his head up? I can't deal with that. Number two, you're not telling the whole story or like how things actually went down and the reasons why it bothered them. But okay, girl, like you got it. And then he's like, "Oh, well, you gotta stand 10 toes down, blah, 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 whatever." And she was like, "Hell yeah." When she just apologized, she was just apologizing to Bea being like, "Yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that." Like, ugh, hit whatever. So Corbin's like, "Well, I got into some shit too because I kissed Kenzie and then I was begging Kata for kisses." And he's like, I used to be a player in my past days, and I guess it just came back last night because I was so excited. Oh, the player side of you just made its return last night. How convenient. Shut up. So Anaya and Sincere are talking. And I'm starting to see why Kenzie said that she has all the gossip because everyone is always talking to Anaya and telling her stuff. So Sincere is telling her that he thinks it's bullshit that Mel was so giddy about Corbin coming in and like jumping up and down for him and shit. Especially after she was just telling him, like, oh, I care about you so much. I don't want to hurt you, blah, blah, blah. So he's stressed. And it's interesting because it's not the same energy he had with Mel last night when they were talking. But I was like, okay. And then it finally happened. Sincere was like, she's doing everything with Corbin that she was telling me not to do with Kata. Exactly. This is why you have to chill, Mel, and anyone else, right? Like, now he's calling you a hypocrite. And I knew this day would come. It always does. When the bombshells come in, you just have got to try your best to be chill about your person talking to them so that when you want to talk to a bombshell when they come in, it's not going to be a big deal, right? Everyone just have the conversations and relax so we don't have to have a whole blow up about it. Although I personally enjoy the blow ups, but you know what I'm saying. So then Sincere says that he and Anaya are in the same boat, but different chapters. And this isn't the first time he said this. I'm confused about how they're in the same boat. I haven't seen Casey once this episode, and we're like halfway through it at this point. We barely see him. And when we see Anaya, she's like talking to someone about their situation. So, what is even happening with them? Like, it would be great if they could show us because I'm getting frustrated. So then Sincere goes and pulls Mel for a chat and tells her, that seeing her act the way that she's acting with someone else, that she usually acts with him, has pissed him off. And he knows that if the roles were reversed, she would hate it too. And she was like, well, yes. And he was like, and another thing, it hurt my feelings when you told me to like just listen to you as a friend last night. And she was like, oh no, like I just didn't want you to baby me because that's what people do whenever they're dating or whatever. And he was like, "Okay, well, I wanna be able to say things right and, like, have conversations with you and, like, not feel like it's a test." She was like, "It's not a test. I'm sorry." And it seemed like a really good conversation for them, to be honest. Like, they were both hearing each other and acknowledging what was being said, and they seemed to be on the same page. So, we'll see. And then my prayers were answered because we see Anaya and KC together, and KC is like, I don't want you to feel insecure. And he's like telling her how beautiful she is and that he knows dark skinned women get the short end of the stick. And, ooh, I love melanin. And when I think of black women, I think of you and you're the blueprint. It was beautiful. I was floored. I was not expecting to hear all of that. But then I was like, did she, like, has she said to him that, like, she was insecure or something? Because it seemed like this came out of nowhere, but on the other hand, they barely show them to us. So who knows, right? Either way, it was really sweet, and Anaya seemed really touched by it, and so was I. Like, I think it's great to hear from a black man on TV and on such a big show like Love Island because, as y'all know, the world hates black women, especially darker skinned ones. So, yeah, shout out to Casey. So he's like, "Yeah, I feel like we just have like a really strong connection." And then she was like, "He's always reassuring me, and I feel like we have a deeper connection, blah, blah, blah." And I'm confused because she just saying that like she didn't know what the deal was with them and she was irritated. And then Sincere was like, "Oh, we're in the same boat, but whatever. If they say it's good, then it's good. And I'm happy to hear it and I support them." So then Corbin and Kata have another chat, and there's nothing really to report there except that he asked for another kiss. She rejected him again, and she's like, "I'm really happy that I didn't kiss him." And she's like playing hard to get. And Zach is so stressed about her talking to him, by the way. He's like nearby listening. He keeps turning around to look. He's like, "What's going on over there?" I love it when the men are stressed. Bryce and Trinity. Y'all, I can't explain how annoyed I get every time I see them talking. Seriously, it really does take me right back to Shelley and Austin, and that is terrible. And Trinity's like, "I was unsure about Bryce before, but now I'm all for it." Okay, girl, whatever you say. Then they get the dreaded text. "We got a recoupling tonight. The girls are choosing. So the boy picked will be single and vulnerable." Now, it didn't say that they were going to be dumped, but I'm sure they will be. And I feel like they said that on the last preview. And right now, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't even have a guess, but I'm sure that Bryce won't be leaving when he should be, right? So then Corbin gets a text, like to himself, that he gets to pick the girl he wants to couple up with first, but he's not supposed to tell anyone. And I said, "Okay, the bombshell always gets to pick first. Why are they doing it like this? This is very strange." So Kenzie pulls Sincere and KC for a chat that night because I guess she wants their advice, question mark. But that's gonna have to wait because here comes Ariana looking good as hell as usual. And do y'all ever look at her and just be like, "Wow, I am so proud of this bitch," because I do. Like, look at her go. She's literally our Maya Jama. And Maya will always be number one in my heart, okay? As will Love Island UK, obviously. But Ariana is Love Island USA, and she's just, like, doing such a great job, and it's such a great fit, and it's like she was made to do this. Like, she's just come so far. I really love it. So, okay, time for the recoupling. Ariana makes the boys line up, and she's like, "Oh, girls, actually, before you make your choices, Corbin is gonna pick the girl that he wants to couple up with first. I texted him about it earlier." And everyone's like, "What?" So, Corbin chooses Kenzie. And I gotta tell you, for a second there, I thought he was gonna go with Kata, but no. So congrats, Kenzie. I guess it didn't matter that you didn't get the first conversation with him after all. And Bea didn't need to defend your honor and get into it with Mel, but you know what? I'm happy it happened anyway. So then Anaya chooses Casey. No surprise there. Mel chooses Sincere. Kata chooses Zach, of course. Bea chooses Gabe. Yes. So now we're down to Sean and Bryce. And I'm like, "Trinity, do not piss me off tonight, girl." But she does because she chooses Bryce. And I said, "Trinity, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to regret this." Y'all, mark my words. She's going to regret this. I'm not buying it from either one of them, and I just think this is so stupid. And honestly, this is the result of 4 people dicking around in here and pretending to like each other and not being honest about it. That's Sean, Kenzie, Bryce, and Trinity. I just say I can't believe I watched a supersized episode, an hour and 20 minutes to watch fine ass Sean go home and Bryce stay. I got a mind to quit this shit right now. I'm just kidding. But it really pissed me off. And then everyone is shocked that Sean is being dumped. And I'm like, "Guys, you knew this was going to happen. How long did you think they were going to let this man be single and vulnerable? You thought they were going to let him do it twice? I don't think so." And then Kenzie's like, "Oh, I still wanted to explore the connection." Shut up. Shut the hell up. You know what? Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. That's actually all I got to say about this episode. I'm upset. I'm upset. I will feel better later, but tonight we're getting 3 new bombshells. And listen to me when I say that Gabe is going to be into both of those new girls, okay? And Bea is going to feel very foolish for saying all of those things she said in her speech about how she feels safe and secure with him and whatever silly shit she said. Like, how do you feel that way with him? He's not here for anything serious. He's here for a good time. And I thought that she was too, to be honest, but maybe not. I don't know. She should have been back with Sean, honestly. But whatever. That ship has sailed. Also, Kenzie is going to have heart eyes for that Southern guy coming in. I'm telling you right now. I love when they send in more than one bombshell at a time because it's just like chaos. So it should be very interesting. I can't wait. I will talk to y'all again tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Bitch. Is that better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better?